I forget the name of the company. We have this. Contains alcohol, adult signature required. If it's heavy, it's expensive. You guys are in for a treat. But I really wish I could talk to the person that made this. Welcome back to the BoxBuilder Breakdown. This is maybe the first, maybe the second, we're not sure how it's gonna play out, video or BoxBuilder Breakdown where we have multiple cameras. So we have a top-down camera that shows the unboxing experience, and we have the camera that I'm talking to you on, which is the second camera. But if you would, Addie, just zoom out and show how we have this fixed. We've used professional taping and this professional boom slash broom handle because I think we figured out the best angle for it, but I wanted to get this video in today. But I think we have to go buy a professional boom. All that to say, the things we do for you to get 3 likes a video is probably unreasonable. But here we are, and today we have one that I'm very excited about. The company, it is like, what is it? I forget the name of the company. In Good Taste, and they have made a 30-pound wine advent calendar. Am I in frame? I am in frame. Thumbs up. So yeah, we are going to dig into that today. First impression, doorstep impression, it is fragile, right? Fragile, white print, no cert stamp, contains alcohol, adult signature required, but there's no branding on it to tell you who made it. So I have a couple thoughts on that. One, the label has the brand on it and it says fragile alcohol, so you're not improving the amount of times it's gonna get stolen from your doorstep.
Camera recording.
I was just joking.
By having the brand on it or not having the brand on it, because it already says fragile alcohol and it weighs 30 pounds. And as we all know from the original Jurassic Park.
Are they heavy? Then they're expensive. Put them back.
So I would have put the brand name In Good Taste or whatever they wanted to show the brand on here, maybe Wine Advent Calendar or something like that, because they're not saving themselves any heartache by not putting it on here, unless of course this is somehow a stock box for someone else, but I doubt it considering this is a seasonal item. So yeah, I don't like it. That part, 3 flutes, but let's dig in here. Okay, if we've done this correctly, you guys up top are seeing a really cool unboxing in a way that the editor has decided it looks great. So here we go. Very pretty. Right off the top, it looks like litho to me. This is BC double wall, probably pretty good. Okay, they got handholds in here. Fatality. Nothing in the box. Get rid of that. I'm really excited about this one. In Good Taste, the most wonderful wines of the year, wine advent calendar. Should we do a shake test? Okay, I'm gonna guess, based on the amount of room that's in here, they have used a partition set that has an air gap around it. What happens is, especially with something that's very heavy like glass, those little air cells, especially if they're really long, they just collapse, right? So you get movement in the space created by the air cell. So in my opinion, it really doesn't do much for protection because it just creates room for them to move, especially in that direction. This one's not so much, but in this direction, they're moving a lot. It looks like litho, could be top sheet, I'm not sure. I'll try and dig into it here in a second, but it looks gorgeous. Gloss finish. Oh, it's freaking heavy. Oh, interesting. So there's probably some sort of a insert in here that locks into these, but we'll find out. Oh, I got a bloody finger. I've been doing a few of these all day. Addie's a real taskmaster. Yeah, okay, so we see the outside liner, and then we see the top, or the litho label. So it is a label, not top sheet. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, you know what? It looks like top sheet, now that I say that. Yeah, I take it back. Top sheet it is. You can see because like you've got the white, solid white I guess it could be that kind of liner, but unlikely. And then you've got, right below it, you've got fluting. Oof. This is the advent calendar, like, Eddie's prompting me to look up at the camera and show the camera. This is like the advent calendar story guide. Open a window each day to reveal exciting varietals from wine regions around the world. Scan the QR code for daily featured wine video. I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna do is just this right here. Ah, I was so close. This does not make sense. Okay, let's talk crap about them here in a second. So E-flute, top sheet, die cut. Let's do it like it's meant to be done. There's no, oh, there is, okay. All right, yeah, it works. God, I love these little bottles. Sucker for a tiny bottle. Now that we got that over with, Nana and Graham, those are my mother and mother-in-law. You guys are in for a treat. So here's what I was talking about for the air cell. Why they chose to do an air cell only on the front, I don't know. It could have been for spacing, but to me, it would have been smarter and more secure and less expensive if they just eliminated this partition row like they've done back here, cut these off and size the whole box smaller. There's so much more savings there, but I wasn't part of the conversation, so I don't know if they were like, we want to use this box for this and another brand of this box for another thing. I don't know. But you can see that the distance between the back score and the start of this advent window is much less than the front of this advent window to the front of this. So it could have been, it's clearly a choice. There's extra space here. Perhaps they wanted to have it index up. I don't know. I really wish I could know the answer to some of these questions. We never find out, almost never find out. But I really wish I could talk to the person that made this. But the registration of the holes for the advent holes seems to line up with all of the wine. But yeah, I just would have taken some blank size out of this, especially because this is a double rollover. That space you take out comes out every panel. So you've got, a 1/2 inch here times 2, or maybe, I mean, honestly, that's like 1.5 inches. But anyways, none of the bottles are broken. These are the really stout. You can actually see like how thick the glass is here. They're really stout bottles. This is a lot of wine. Interesting. Okay, let's see. C-flute partitions, fine. I mean, this is kind of what is required when you're shipping glass. The thing with glass, as I've said 2,000 times, you don't want glass to glass contact. That is the thing most people overlook when they're shipping glass. They think it's gonna be somebody dropping the box that really breaks the glass. No, it's actually gonna be glass on glass that creates the glass to break on the glass. So let's just take these out of here. I wanna see this whole blank size. Ooh, Wild Child Rosé. 2023 rosé. I thought you were supposed to drink rosé like within a few months of it being vinted. You guys didn't know that I'm a closet sommelier or whatever the word is for a wine snob, but I am. My preferred wine is Mad Dog MD 2020 Blue Raspberry Vintage. Okay, there's this bottom. This is giving me more questions than it is answers. I'm gonna hurt myself or others here. Yeah, litho or litho printing method, not litho label. I think it's probably top sheet. I'm assuming this is for aesthetics because it's probably not for padding. They added the double rollover here and then added space with an air cell and then added a partition and then added the wine bottle. A lot of this stuff does not make sense. So if this was for aesthetics, they could have decreased this, rolled this over and locked it into the side, unless they wanted the whole inside to be printed. Maybe they did, so that it kind of looks matchy-matchy on the inside. But these perfs, to me, don't look great. But I know you have to do that with parallel to the flutes, but in any event, I like it. I mean, it's a well-done box. They used B flute and doubled it up all over the place to get it to be strong, but most of the strength is actually coming from the bottles. As long as you keep the bottles away from themselves, it's gonna probably do okay. You know, the thing that I asked myself, like, why have an unprinted bottom pad? I guess you've already got this label here, you might as well print it, and then this is really just for shock protection on the bottom. Pretty cool, pretty ambitious. Make sure I'm definitely not. I gotta get used to having this. Also, probably the tape shrunk a little, so it brought the camera down. It's pretty ambitious to send 30 pounds of wine in the mail, but they've done a great job. There was enough packaging to get it here. There was enough to have some really nice branding moments. There wasn't so much packaging like bubble wrap, those A/B cell pads, all that stuff to make it a pain to unbox. And then I like these bottles, so you know, it's real hard for me to give it anything less than a 4. But it's a holiday season. I'm feeling very festive and soon to be very tipsy. So I'm gonna give this a 5 flutes. I mean, I would have probably done some things differently without knowing what they were going through or what they were aiming for. So, in good taste, wine advent calendar, one of my favorites of the year from a ambition / execution standpoint. And I'm gonna, you know what, 5 flutes. Just straight up 5 flutes. If this is your first time, please like, subscribe, comment. If this is not your first time, also like, subscribe, comment. Statistically, based on what I see in YouTube Studio, like 94% of you are not subscribed. So go ahead and do that. This has been the BoxBuilder Breakdown. I'm gonna go get drunk. Bye.